Hello. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, I am Toni, and my channel is all things planning and productivity. So when I say planning and productivity, it is how I monthly plan, how I weekly plan with me's. So now I'm incorporating budgeting videos. I did budgeting videos before, like a couple years ago. And I stopped, and I used to use the cash envelope system, but I stopped because of the pandemic, because obviously, right, we could not use cash, or we could have, but it was just a lot of speculation out there about cash. So I got away from using the cash envelope system, but now I am starting back with the system. So I am going to show you how I am setting everything up. And mind you, it is not even like the middle of the year. It's like close to the end of the year. So I am just doing this way until the end of the year. I'm probably then going to revamp the whole thing again. But I just don't want to wait until like the beginning of next year to say, oh, I'm about to start budgeting. I feel like when you want to start something new, you don't have to wait for a new year or even a new month. You need to start right there and then, because the longer you wait, the more you put it off, and when that time comes, you will mess around and forget. So I decided to go ahead on and revamp my whole budget system, because obviously what I was doing before with a cash envelope system, it was working, and then as soon as I stopped, I wasn't managing my money. So I was like, I need to get a grip on things and get back to budgeting, because I gotta start saving my coins, because I have goals that I want to accomplish, and me saving money and budgeting is going to get me there. So that was a lot. So first, let's start with the actual budget planner, okay? So this is my budget section of my planner. So if you want to see an overview of my planner, make sure you check out that video. But I am just showing you now the finance section of my planner. So this is the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom, and this, I don't even remember what year she came out with this, but I got this a couple years ago, and I kind of just stuck with it. Like, I just print out every time I need print inserts. But I think for 2023, I'm going to get whatever her new release is for inserts. But yeah, I printed out what I needed. So I have right here, so this is my side income currently. Podcasts, I roughly make $500 a month. Video editing, roughly about $250. Just for like on-off clients. So some clients, they like, hey, I just need videos once in a blue edited, so I edit those, like those videos for them once in a blue. And then let's zoom you in some. And then for YouTube, I want that to start getting consistent. And since I've been posting more, the income changed. So I didn't write anything down yet, because I don't know what it's going to be yet. So yeah. And I want to add digital products in Q4 to start selling. So the plan for the side hustle income is to save 30% for taxes, $500 for the home mortgage, half for emergency fund, and half towards debt. So all of it will be spent between the mortgage, emergency fund, and debt. So that is what I wrote out. So now what I want to do is, I have printed out this membership and subscription reminder worksheet. I don't even know if I want to use this one. I have found something else on her website that I wanted to use. So yeah. So I have, since it's like the end of the year, I have pretty much one major goal and a side goal, like a goal that I don't think I might reach by the end, but I don't know. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I'm gonna go ahead and write that in. So the goal is 1K emergency fund. I'm gonna take it out because the rings are in the way. So today I'll just put the 31st of December. Monthly amount is, I had did the math on it because right now I have so right now, oh no, I marked on it. Don't you hate that? Like, I done marked on the doggone paper. So it is 50 a week, so 200 a month. Because don't forget, it's not the beginning of the year anymore. So my numbers is you know, I'm kind of like doing a lot monthly just to reach that goal. So every time I get paid, I'll put $100 towards it. I'll put this over here. So the next goal is to have a 2-month mortgage buffer. So right now, my mortgage buffer is, I think, 4 or 5 months. So I want to get more. I want to get 2 more months, which is $500 each. So the yearly goal is another 1K because it's 500 each. The monthly amount would be 200. But I'm more focused on this goal than this goal because we wiped out the emergency fund completely. So I'm more focused on that goal instead of the other one, instead of the buffer. Okay, so all right, so I am here. So I'll be beginning September with, for goal 2, I'll put 0. I'm beginning it with 200. All right, the month haven't even started yet, so I'm gonna just put that. Okay, so now I have printed out the bill tracker because what happens sometimes is we forget, right, what bills are due, right? It is what it is. So I'm going off of the main bills right now that I can like remember, and then as time go on, I would add the rest. So I know on the first we have the mortgage that come out. Also on the first we have the rent that come out. Okay, we have phone. The rent is not auto pay. The mortgage is, and then we have phone. We have internet. What else? I'm not adding my credit cards, but to be honest, we don't really have much bills. It's just the bills that we do have is just kind of high. That be the thing. The bills that we do have just a little on the pricey side. And it's like now that I'm going through my phone and looking, For bills, I don't see all of them. Don't you hate that? But on the same note, a lot of, oh yeah, we have car. No, I gotta pay that manually. We have electric, but I'm not gonna put an amount for electric because I think it's gonna change in a couple of months. Like, we're on a set amount, but I think it's gonna change in a couple of months. We have electric, we have gas, and so all I'm doing now is using the bill tracker, because what happens is we forget what bills we have to pay. You ever go through that where you're like, okay, what bills comes out? What bills do I need to pay? If I have this, I won't forget to write one down, even on a monthly layout. So I think I'm forgetting a couple, but I'm just setting up the plan right now anyway. And as far as the dates on these, like, they're not always the same date except the mortgage and the rent. The phone is around the 3rd, roughly. I just saw the internet one of them days. Because also I'm gonna want to know what check would pay for these things. So the internet comes out on about the 15th. And then Hulu, I just saw it. Okay, around the 17th. Car, I started paying that on the 2nd check, which is the 15th. Okay, so this is due normally at the end of the month. So this is the 30th. And then the gas, I can't check that because the application is offline. Great. Let's look through let's look on my statements. Okay, I'm not seeing gas. Okay, the gas was paid on the 1st. Okay, I'm gonna leave it with the 1st. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the rest, and yeah, cool. Okay, so now we are at this part, which is the debt snowball. To be honest, all I'm gonna put here is my credit cards that I'm paying off. Well, I'm paying on until the end of the year. Like I told you, it's not like a full year. So I am just going to write the credit cards I have that I have to pay on. So yeah, this year alone, I think I paid off about 4 or 5 credit cards so far, and that was just me working and doing my side hustle. So my side hustle, I was pretty much going hard with the side hustle, just doing like different gigs, and I was throwing all the money I was receiving at credit cards. Like, I was just throwing it. Like, sometimes I was paying like $300 on one card a week just to pay it off. So yeah, like, it was crazy. Okay, so that one, I'm putting the credit card name. I'm just listing out the months that we have left, and yeah. So I'm putting also my balances on these. So on this card, I have $13.85 left, and then the other card, that's the one I have all the money, is $6,100 left. Okay, so the goal is to pay off this one first and then just go ham on this one. I'm not saying I'm gonna pay this one off by the end of the year, but I'm hoping to pay this one off by the end of this year. That is the goal, is to, so that this right here be zero. So I do plan on doing the $5 challenge. So the way how I plan to do the $5 challenge. So I got this from the Budget Mom. I think it's one of her freebies, if I'm not mistaken. But the way how I plan to do a $5 challenge is, if I have a $5 bill, at the end of the month when I'm going through my entire cash envelope system, all of that, going through all my envelopes for my cash in it. If I have any fives in there, it will go towards the challenge, and then whatever is left at the end of the year from this challenge is going to go towards this card. So that's how I plan to do that. So I'm using a challenge to help me pay off the card. My side hustle income is helping me pay off this card, and anything extra, any extra, like if I get any bonuses, I think I'm supposed to be getting like a little raise of like an extra $100 a month on my check. So that is gonna go towards this debt as well every month. So the only challenge I'm doing is this $5 challenge, and the money I'm putting aside monthly with my husband is going towards the emergency fund. So I did print out these credit card debt trackers, so that whenever I pay off a certain amount, I'll color it in. And I got this also from the Budget Mom. I think it was a freebie. Like, yeah, this was a freebie because it didn't come with the planner. So this was a freebie. So the total debt is $13.85. And then one card, I've kind of like already did the math. One card is 46 bucks. Well, 46.17. I'm gonna just put 46. Cool. And then the one back here is, got it on double, like two sides, is for the other card. And that, like I told y'all before, was $6,100, and each card is going to be a $204. And I'm hoping to like pay, every time I make a payment, it's like going to be like 200 bucks. Like that is the goal. And I don't know if I said this before, but I do plan to use the cash envelope system. So I'm gonna go through like how I'm setting that up as well. These are the printouts that I print out. I do not use everything that she has in her planner. So with it being I don't use everything she has in her planner, I have to like print it a certain way. Instead of just printing it all through, I only print certain pages. So I'm gonna show you the pages that I printed out. So she tracks her expenses, right? Daily. First of all, I don't shop every day. I literally only shop like one day a week, and that's on Sundays, because the way how my schedule goes, I don't have time to go shopping or go to a store or spend any kind of money throughout the week. So I only shop on Sundays. I'm going to a grocery store, or I'm buying things for the house. And I just don't want to spend my whole Sunday just writing things out and highlighting. I tried it once. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And I know I should track where my money is going, but I feel like I'm doing what I know what works for me. And tracking my expenses every day or every time I go shopping is not for me. Budgeting at times overwhelms me and it stresses me out. And I just don't want to look at my budget every day. I don't even want to look at my bank account every day, especially if I'm not spending money every day. Because it gives me, I'm not going to say anxiety, but it kind of stresses me. The fact of it being that I'm working a job I'm not really a fan of. I am not making the kind of money I want. So it's just a reminder of me not being where I want to be in life. So I don't want to do that. I don't know if, I know that sounds bad. You might be listening to this and be like, oh my God, like why is she even working that job? Or she needs to make more money or this and the third, but whatever. That's just how I feel when it comes to money as of right this second. So I try to change my mindset around money. And I feel like with it being trying to change my mindset around it, by me not seeing it or being reminded about my current situation helps me. So I don't want to be reminded all the time of my current situation. So I don't check my expenses every day. I'm not doing it. I check it literally once a week. And that's good enough. And when I'm checking it, it's literally just a glance to make sure I'm paying all my bills. That's about it. That's it. So yeah. Anyway, that was a lot. I feel like I just told you like a lot just now. But anyway, these are the things that I printed out. The monthly layout, right? The paycheck bill tracker. So I have the bill tracker here, and on this side is the cash envelope breakdown. So once I figure out how much I am going to put in the envelopes, I put over here the breakdown of the denominations of cash that I want. Because obviously if I'm taking out $35 or $75, I might want it a certain way. So that is why I printed this out. Because when I'm going to the gas station, I take out for 2 weeks at a time. I get paid every 2 weeks. Not every other week, but I get paid on certain days. Regardless of how many days are in the month, I get paid on certain days. I get paid on the last day of the month and the 15th. That's it. So when people say, oh, they get paid bi-weekly, I don't. I get paid twice a month. That's it. So I take out cash for the 2 weeks. Opposed to going to the bank every week, I can't do that. I don't, because for one, I only go to the bank on Saturday mornings. That's one. Because by the time I get off from work and beat traffic, it's after 5 p.m. So there's that. So I go Saturday mornings. I don't want to be in that line every Saturday morning. So I go twice a month. That's it. And I take out enough for 2 weeks. So I take out enough for until the next pay period. So I don't have to keep going to the bank. So then what I do is I separate it. 1 week here, another week here, so forth and so on. So you are going to see what my cash envelope looks like in a second. So yeah. So if you haven't seen her pages before, this paycheck bill tracker, this section right here is income. This is bills, envelopes, sinking funds, extra debt, extra savings, okay? Total income. And then here is the cash envelope breakdown. Envelopes and the cash breakdown and money thoughts. So I am not doing sinking funds until the beginning of next year. I know you're probably like, why won't you start the sinking funds now? No. I'm gonna start the beginning of next year. Yeah. Like, I just want to jump into this budget thing now and not waste any more time. And when it comes to sinking funds, I'm not ready, but I do have money saved and put aside for car and stuff like that already. And then when it comes to Christmas, I'm pretty much done with Christmas shopping because Walmart had like a lot of toys on clearance for like crazy cheap. So I went on ahead and bought it. So yeah. As far as birthdays, we literally have 2 birthdays left. And yeah, so I think we're good. So there goes that. So I printed out one set of these, another set, so that's 2, 3, and 4. So the reason why I printed out 4 sets, even though I get paid twice a month, is because I'm tracking income I get. I'm tracking all the income I get. And I don't get all my income at the same time. So so like, this is my paycheck from work, right? This would be any content or side hustle income that I receive that I need to budget for. Next paycheck from work, extra income such as child support. Because when it comes to child support, we have lunch money that comes out of that, my child's lunch money, savings for him, his allowance. We have a lot of things that come out of that. So I just want to make sure I lay it out and I see where that money is going. So I print out an extra one for child support by itself. So then it's pretty much the same until December. But the biggest thing was me printing out for and understanding that each one is for something different. So I know you might say, well, why don't you just put the child support with your paycheck? That's not on the same day. It is never on the same day. Okay. And pretty much all 4 of these items comes on different weeks. So as if you don't know, YouTube pays out once a month. It's normally around like the 23rd or the 26th. Obviously, I don't get paid on that day. I get paid the last day of the month, right? Then my paychecks, like I told you, is the 15th and the last day of the month. And then the child support is normally like on like the 20th or something like that. Yet another day within the month. So that is why I separated it. So yeah. So let's get into the first thing, my wallet, my cash envelope wallet. FYI, this wallet is a couple of years old. When I say a couple of years, I mean like 3 or 4. I got this from Amazon for like 20 something bucks. I'm gonna have it linked down below for you. But yeah, it's like 20 bucks. I still have it. I'm gonna get a new one. But until then, that's what I got. So with the Budget Mom, she gives you like a sheet where you can print out bank teller slips. So normally what I do is I'll print out just like 1 page or 2 pages of it. Write out. I will write out, I'm gonna show you, whatever I write here will go on the teller slip. And then normally what I do, I just pop this open and slide it in here. Then when I get to the bank, I just pull it out and give it. So in here is a hot mess. Hot mess central. Hot mess. Just make sure I ain't got no cards let's lay it out. Okay, so as you can see, hot mess central. So I'm gonna put this over here. So these were the cash envelopes that I'm working with from August. Okay, I am no longer using these, so yeah. Okay, so I am taking all of this out. All of it is going. Yeah, okay. And that is staying like that. And I need to put a new pen in here. Yeah, I need to put a new pen in here because I am going to start tracking my envelopes with these trackers that I created really quickly. So yes, so as far as my sinking funds, okay, I keep my sinking funds to a minimum, like a minimum. So I have household, groceries, kids, right, personal, and gas. Okay, we did that. That. So yes, this is it. Household, groceries, kids, personal, and gas. So when it comes to the cash envelopes, I'm gonna tell you now, if I'm in Walmart and I am buying household items and my son needs a book bag and I'm buying groceries, that I make it 3 separate transactions. I go to self-checkout, and I make it 3 separate transactions. That's it. I don't try to pull it all from one and then try to move it around. No, 3 transactions. And I know sometimes I be looking a little janky. They might think I'm doing too much, but I don't want to dip in other envelopes. So I just make sure, even if it's one item for personal. So let's say, for instance, I'm just getting like some razors. I would make that one purchase and pay from personal. That's it. That's like how it works for me. Anything else, it doesn't work for me. Like, I'm gonna take this old one out and put it right here because it kind of look bad. But anything else, it doesn't work, because what I realized is if I just pull off from groceries, I might not have the exact amount in kids or in groceries to put back in groceries. It's just too much. So I just make separate transactions. I do separate transactions. Point blank, period. As far as online orders, I try to keep a buffer in my account, or what I would do, well, for the most part, it's a buffer in my account, and I will just go ahead on and pay for it, and I'll pull it from whichever one, and then I would put that amount in the deposit envelope. Then when I go to get cash out, I would deposit this. Whatever's in here gets deposited. That's it. Goodness, that was a lot. But I feel like when it comes to budgeting and doing a cash envelope system, there are so many different questions people ask. So I'm trying to answer all the questions I could think of. But that's how I do mine, and it works for me. So, of course, there are stores that don't have self-checkout. But those kind of stores, I'm not using all of these envelopes, right? So let's say, for instance, I am in Aldi. Whenever I'm at Aldi, all I do is buy groceries. I don't buy anything from that one aisle with random stuff in it. All I'm buying is groceries. That's it. That's it. So I did create new envelopes. Okay. And also another envelope I have that some people probably don't have is coupons. So I am a couponer, and I do shop in Walgreens. So then they, depending on what you buy, when does this expire? Okay, I have time. Yep, I have time. So I make sure I keep up with my coupons, because this right here is 10 bucks. I can get toilet paper. I can get toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that. Like right now, my husband needs a toothbrush. So I'll just buy it with this. Bam, toothbrush. And most of the time, toothbrushes are on sale. So I am a couponer. So as far as my household, I get things that I normally don't get from coupons, such as trash bags, foil, stuff like that. I normally don't get those with coupons. So, yeah. And also I have I'm looking for it. Oh, here it goes. I have a receipt envelope. I want to start with Fetch and start scanning my coupons. So yeah, that's why I have this, to kind of like keep up with it and start scanning. So these are my new envelopes. It looks like a lot, but it's not. First, I have double of everything. Well, not everything. I have double of, so I printed this one wrong. It's like twisted. Ugh, like, see? Ugh. So I have household, I have gas, receipts over here. I got my deposits here. I have an empty one here. I made a couple clear ones. So yeah, see, it's a cash envelope. I made some clear ones because this came out crooked. So I have household, another clear one. I have kids, I have personal, I have groceries, I have kids again. I'll put kids down here. I have groceries, and I have coupons. So the reason why I doubled up on kids, see, I have 2 kids. I have 2 groceries. Do I have only 1 gas? I'm supposed to have 2 gas. It's okay. So this will be a second gas. Okay. I I have 2 household. All I need is 1 coupons, 1 deposit. I have 2 personal, and I have 1 receipt. So I'm gonna keep this here. Okay, so the reason why I have double is because I am splitting when I go to the bank, right? And I take out, let's say I am taking out $170, right, for gas. This is supposed to last me for 2 weeks, not 1. Okay, so I would divide that by 2, which is 85. So I'm gonna put 85 in one and 85 in the other. So at the end of the week, I would grab the next envelope. I'll swap them out. Then before the next paycheck, I will go through each one, okay, and pull money where I need to, if I need to. So every week I am using I'm using cash envelopes. I don't even think, like the way I'm explaining it, I don't even know if it sounds like it makes sense, but in my head, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because I'm paid twice a week. That's not twice a week. I'm paid twice a month, okay? And what's gonna happen is, let's say for instance, I budget $400 for the 2 weeks for grocery, $200 for 1 week, $200 for the other week. At the end of the week, I take this one out of my cash wallet, and I put this one in. Whatever's in here stays in here until the end of the 2 weeks and right before I go to the bank the next time. So then if I have to move anything, if I have to put something to a savings, if I have to take anything out for like the $5 savings challenge or anything like that. So I will have 2 of everything. That sounds like a lot, but I'm only going to the bank once. So that's why. Cause see, some people just put it all in one for the 2 weeks. I can't live like that, cause I'm gonna think I have all that money and I'm gonna have to spend it all. So yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now is I put my, also I don't take all of these to the store with me. I don't. So like if I know I'm not buying anything for myself, like this if I'm going like, okay, on Monday, if I don't get gas on Sunday and I say, hey, I gotta get gas, all I'm gonna do is take personal and gas. I'm not taking anything else, no kids, no nothing. Because sometimes with personal, let's say for instance, something's going on at the school and I have to donate some money or anything like that, I pull it from personal. And as far as gas, I know I'm going to the gas station. Other than that, if I know I'm not going to the gas station, I leave it here at the house. That's it. Cause I feel like if ever I lose my wallet, I won't have all my money on me. So this is what it would look like. So when I have kids, I don't need deposit right now. Deposit is only for when I'm going to the bank. So I know I'm going, tomorrow is Sunday, so I know I'm going to the grocery store as well as Walgreens. So I need my coupons, I need my personal, I need kids. Might need gas. Well, I know I need gas. Got household and grocery. Cool. So what I'm gonna do now is just pop them in. Bam. So also now I'm gonna just move these on over here. Cool. So I also printed out these trackers. First of all, let's talk about how I don't know how to print correctly. Okay, let's talk about that real quick, because look at the tracker, right? You see, so you might say, hey, why is there an extra space right there? Because it has this extra piece. So am I upset? Yes. What am I going to do? I don't know. But I know I'm not throwing it away. That's what I do know. Okay? Yeah, I don't know. And also, I had wiped these out, and it's still wet. So yeah, there goes that. I didn't even dry it. Okay, so the way how I made these, I had to use glue sticks to help me. So these clear, when people be making these clear envelopes, I found a secret to it, and it's glue sticks, y'all. Glue sticks. But the thing was, now I have like a little bit of glue stick in there, so I wiped it out with alcohol, right? So yeah, see, look, see, it's hanging out. It wouldn't have fit anyway. Why would I have to cut it? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Let's just fold it and just work on one side anyway. Yeah, I'll just fold it. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna just fold it. So that, and I don't even know how to fold straight, like, okay, let's try it now. But mind you, it's still wet on the other side. I don't even have anything. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna do, before I leave out tomorrow, is dry these. But I like them. I made them. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. Cool. So, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm not gonna take it with me tomorrow when I go grocery shopping. Those there. I'll make sure I pack my coupons. As far as household, it is empty. So this week is a weird week because I got paid a little earlier. So then what happens is now I have to wait a couple of days until the 1st. So the 1st is on, where is it? The 1st is in 4 days. So when I go grocery shopping, it is me needing pretty much a half a week of groceries or a full week. It's just so weird. Oh, it's so weird. So anyway, as far as gas, I have a little bit of gas. Where's my other gas? Okay, yeah. See, I have gas here. So I have to put this 36 in the tank, and that's enough to fill me up. I'm not on E. So I'm putting gas in the car tomorrow, and then personal, what is it, $2 and $7. I need some razors, so I'm getting some razors. Hopefully Walgreens have some razors for me on sale. Household empty. Kids, couple bucks. I might just do nothing with that. I'll put it towards savings deposit. I'm not depositing anything. Okay, groceries. Okay, so as far as groceries, tomorrow it is 50. $54. Cool. And mind you, all we need is like 2 packs of meat and a couple other things, like nothing, a little bit of snacks. And if anything, what happens is on weeks like this, my husband gives me like an extra 50 because it's just kind of like the way how the week falls, and it is what it is. So yeah, all right. So that is how I plan to budget. This is like a hot mess. Let's organize a little bit. That's a little bit. So yeah, these are staying here. So yes, this is how I am doing my cash envelope system based on me being paid twice a month. But also, it's not just me being paid twice a month, it is side income and child support that I have to budget for as well. So if you're in a similar situation, or you plan to get a side hustle, or you planning to create content and get paid from it, budget that money. Yeah. So, and have all of your money going somewhere. So the way how I am budgeting with cash envelopes based on my paycheck only, you know, that is really going to help me. And then as far as me having these simple goals just to end the next 4 months, I'm cool with that. And then setting out 4 different layouts of the bill tracker is perfect. So anyway, I think I've been talking forever. It's all good though. So if you enjoyed this video, what I would like for you to do is hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I do plan to bring you more budgeting videos to this channel, so you can follow me on my savings journey as well as paying off my debt. So yeah, thanks for watching.